Imagine a single piece of equipment that can transform your body, increase your energy, get and keep you strong, and improve your mobility well into your golden years. Well, for men over 40, the kettlebell isn't just a trend, it's a longevity hack. And today I'm gonna break down the top kettlebell movements that men over 40 need to do to be strong, to get fit, and to do it safely and correctly. Let's jump right into it. First one's gonna be the kettlebell deadlift, the kettlebell 2-arm deadlift. Okay, so the kettlebell 2-arm deadlift is a full body exercise that's gonna increase, it's gonna boost, it's a total body strengthener. It's gonna strengthen your glutes, your hamstrings, your core, your posture, your back, and your full body. And it's gonna lead you into doing kettlebell swings. So the kettlebell deadlift, you're gonna come over the bell, you're gonna grab that bell, and you're gonna stand up tall and strong. Okay, you can do any weights with this kettlebell deadlift. You want to learn the technique first, but essentially you're driving from the top all the way down, and as you build strength and technique during the deadlift, you're going to get stronger. You'll be able to increase your kettlebell weight with the deadlift. Each time you stand up tall and you power through. Okay, the kettlebell deadlift is an essential and a starting exercise that I recommend for all men over 40 to start with. Next one's gonna be the kettlebell 2-arm swing. So the kettlebell 2-arm swing is an extension of the deadlift in that the movement is similar, except the bell is moving in a different direction. Okay, the kettlebell swing is gonna build muscle. It's gonna build muscle and power in your glutes, your hamstrings, your core, your lower back, and it's a full body athlete builder and conditioner. Okay, as you do the kettlebell swing, you're going to increase your heart rate, you're going to elevate your heart rate, you're going to burn calories, you're going to burn fat. Okay, the kettlebell swing you do as an explosive movement to do 5 to 10 reps. It's an explosive kettlebell exercise, which also known as a ballistic exercise, and you power it through. The faster the better. And as you progress through the kettlebell swing, you can go up in reps and you can go up also in weight, but the form never changes, because every time you do a kettlebell swing, you get stronger, you get better, you build that posterior chain, that stronger lower back, glutes, hamstrings, quads, everything, as you increase your heart rate and burn more calories. All right, so that's the kettlebell swing. And then again, you can always improve yourself and go up to a heavier kettlebell swing as well. And as you get better, you get stronger, you can do that. Just like that. Okay, progress. You get better at the kettlebell swing. It's gonna total body transformational exercise. That's why it's on my top list for men over 40. Next one's gonna be the kettlebell clean and press. Okay, so the kettlebell clean and press, it's a combination of a ballistic, which is a clean, and a grind, which is a press. It's going to build strength and muscle in your core, in your shoulder stabilizers, also your grip, your forearms, but also it's going to increase your shoulder mobility and range of motion and functionality so that you can go all the way overhead and press it strong. Okay, so the kettlebell clean and press, when you combine the two, you get a combination of ballistic, which is going to increase your heart rate, the clean, and a bonus with the clean is you're also training your biceps because you're cleaning it, curling it up into that rack position. Okay, it looks like this. You clean, press, then you would re-clean, press it up, clean, grind it up. And as you do this consistently, alternating these exercises, again, you're getting stronger shoulders, stronger abs, stronger grip, stronger core, full body, and burning calories in the process because of the clean. All right, and again, you can do that with a heavier weight. As you progress, same thing, you go from a lighter bell, 16 kilo bell, to a heavier weight. You can progress with that same technique, press it up, and you just get better and better. Grind it up, just like that, okay? Kettlebell clean and press, one of my top exercises for men over 40. Transform the body, get stronger, get fitter, and do so with just a single kettlebell. You know, I have multiple balls here, but you pick your weight, you start with that one, you steer that weight for a long time, that kettlebell, as you get better and you own the weight, and then you can move up and progress, okay? I'm just showing you some examples of different kettlebell weights you can progress to, but all you need is one. All you need is one. All right, next one's gonna be a little bit of a back focused exercise, okay? This is the kettlebell row. The kettlebell row is an exercise that you can really focus on grinding through that movement, but also engaging the muscles you're trying to work, which when you're pulling, which is the row is, you're working your lats, your back, these big back muscles you have to pull, okay? So it's also a functional strength exercise. It's a function movement. Okay, it's also going to be improving your posture. It's going to improve your strength and your stability as well, because you're going into a offset position, you run this position, and you're just rowing the bell up into that rowing position, elbow nice and high, again, pulling with your lats, rowing, okay? Again, this is an exercise you can also progress to. Okay, you can go from starting weight as you get stronger, then you go up in reps, 5-6 reps, up to 8 or so. You go up to another weight as your back gets stronger, as your core gets stronger, full body. You go and you row heavier bells, okay? But of course, technique is the most essential part. But the kettlebell row is a top exercise I recommend because it allows you to train your back, allows you to train your grip and your functional fitness as well. And you can progress again to another but you can go lighter, you can go start where you're at, progress to a new weight, progress to a new rep range. But the kettlebell row is an essential exercise that I recommend. And eventually you can get to a weight where you can really row it hard, heavier weight, under strong and strict control, okay? So I'm just showing you examples again of 16 kilo, 24 kilo, and 32 kilo kettlebell that you can progress to and get stronger with these exercises. Meanwhile, you're strengthening your back, you're strengthening your core, full body functionality, and full body strength. That's the kettlebell row. Okay, next one's gonna be one of my favorites, which is something that is really overlooked too much from people, anyone training with a kettlebell. There are a handful of times that I've introduced it to my clients, and it's more of a technical exercise, but it has so many benefits. So many benefits. It's one of my favorite exercises. My top exercise is the kettlebell get up, okay? Kettlebell get up, total body strength that you can't get anywhere else because of the unique movements you're going through the get up, and I'll show you what that looks like. And stability, full body stability through different planes of movement. You're twisting, you're rotating, you're hinging, you're lunging, all those different exercises. And the coordination you're gonna gain from having a weight overhead and moving through space in those different environments is gonna improve your coordination, which is huge. Stability and coordination and balance is huge as you get older. And that's something that a lot of people, when they get older, they lose. You want to maintain that and train that right now so you can have your stability and coordination for life. That's the goal. And strength. It's going to also improve and strengthen your shoulder mobility because your shoulders are moving through space. It's having to stabilize the weight overhead. And I'll show you the get up and how that looks in a second. It's going to improve your hip mobility, your joint mobility. It's going to improve your overall functionality and athleticism, functional athleticism because as you get older, you want to train for function, you want to train for life, you want to train for you want to be able to get stronger, but in a functional movement way, not just doing just straight presses or deadlifts or bench presses or whatever. You want to be able to functionally move well, because in life you're gonna have to functionally move well and strong, and that's where the get up is unique, that it ties in the functional strength and uniqueness of the get up also with a weight that allows you to train for functional strength in the gym so you can apply that to later in life. So I'll show you what the get up looks like. So the get up, okay, this is something you want to start light with. And again, I have all these exercises, how to do them, break down each one in my description. You can check that out over here, every single exercise and how to do it correctly. All right, I break that down. I'm going to show you real quick how to do the get up. So the get up is going to be an exercise you start off with. It's going to be on your side, and I'll show you how it looks, and you can see why this is one of my top recommended exercises to build total body functional strength. All right, so the bell is going to be right here on your side. You're going to bring it up here, and you're going to press it up. Again, chest press it up here using this hand, and you're gonna roll up onto this hand, and bring yourself up. Okay, functional abs, core, rotation. Okay, press up under the hand. This hand having to stabilize, my shoulder stabilizing this weight. And then I'm sweeping it through. I'm in a hinge position. Okay, I hinge it through my core, my glutes, everything's hinging. I pop up here. Okay, and then I roll forward and I lunge it up, driving with this front leg, glutes, everything's engaged, core, shoulders. I have to drive up strong into that lunge position. Okay, functional strength, like I mentioned. And then you reverse it, nice and slow, control it down. Okay, adjust your feet, look up, back up that bell, hinge back down safely, and then you go back and you sweep it through, and you control it all the way down. And you set it down, roll it, and you roll it around and repeat on the other side. Right, functional strength, that's what the Get Up's about. That's why it's one of my top favorite exercises that you can do, that you should do. If you're a man that's 40, over 40, approaching 40, you want to get this functional exercise as part of your daily regimen. Again, I have a breakdown of how to do that in the description so you can know how to do it correctly and safely. All right, so those are my top exercises for men over 40 that they should do, why they should do them, and how they're going to benefit you. And if you just did these handful of exercises, these 5 exercises, you're going to get stronger, you're going to burn fat, you're going to get leaner, you're going to get functionally fitter, athletic, and stronger, and be able to transform your body and be able to do things later during your day in life that you can do, that you need to do, and do them well, do them strong, and do them with the ability to move and do them well and correctly and safely without getting injured. That's what it's all about. So these are my top 5, okay? Rewatch this video. I have the descriptions in the comments here, or not the comments. If you have a comment and any questions in the comments, shoot them below, I'll answer those. And I always want to finish with a full body 10-minute workout that I designed so you can have a full body workout. You can practice these exercises, the swing, the deadlift, the row, the press, all those exercises all wrapped into one, and you can do in just 10 minutes. I have that for free. Shoot KB10 in the comments. I'll shoot it over to you. You can start practicing these exercises, practicing these, getting better, getting stronger, put them into a short workout you can do in 10 minutes with 1 kettlebell. Again, starting with the light bell. You don't need to start heavy. Start with whatever you have. You start with, I recommend a 16 kilo, 35 pound bell for most men. That's what I started with. This is actually my very first kettlebell right here. I still have it. I got over 10 years ago. Excellent bell. When you get a good bell, it's gonna last you forever. So 16 kilo, 35 pound bell, 10-minute full body workout, KB10 if you want that. Otherwise, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Keep training strong. Rewatch this video. Watch the technique videos I have here in the description on each of these exercises so you can get training these exercises. Start doing them, start doing them correctly, start doing them safely. Have an awesome day. Keep getting after it. Thanks for watching this. Share with anyone you know who benefit from this video that wants to get stronger and fit as well as they go into 40 and beyond. All right. Until next time, have an awesome day. And always remember, continue to train strong.